All right. So the Portuguese conspiracy, you might ask. Why is it a conspiracy? Some people came up to me and asked me, the Portuguese mafia. It's Portugal, guys, not Italy. And it's a conspiracy, and it happens to be in Portugal, but it's much broader. Actually, I'm looking at a full room of conspirators. And we'll get to the point of our conspiracy at the very end, our agenda. And I hope that we all are more or less on the same page. But I would like to invite everyone to join us for Recreational Mathematics Colloquium 8, G4G Europe. And as a side note, if someone has not attended 15 G4Gs, well, you can actually get up to over 15 if you go to the one in Europe as well. This is a really nice meeting. Here's a picture from last time. It's much smaller, much more familiar. Sorry, this shouldn't be here. But I'm here to talk about the depth of this conspiracy. Now, I do popularization of mathematics. I practice magic, I practice mathematics, I practice puzzles. I'm really bad at all of them. Still good enough to impress someone else in some other group for some reason. I don't know. Now, all I do is just procrastination. Actually, I should be finishing my PhD. I have 2 months to do that. I'm hyper anxious about it. One of the things within that is a case study on a mathematician, a computational number theorist called Maurice Kraïtchik. Hands up if you have heard of him. That's a considerable amount of people. If you Googled him or went to the Wikipedia page, you will get a very small amount of information. And to put this in perspective, imagine you were to look for Martin Gardner in 80 years' time, and all you would find is he was a philosopher and he lived, somewhere. He was born more or less there. And I'm saying this a little bit like this because I don't want to be too specifics, because history, you have to actually, back up your sources. Now, Maurice Kraïtchik, there was very little information about him. I stole the proceedings of a conference he presented last time, pretty much the same as this one. Mathematicians, puzzle people, magicians, artists, skeptics, you name it, they were there. Smaller also, more familiar. But the way it got together, it was because of a journal called Sphinx Revue Mensuelle de Questions Récréatives. Sorry, my French, I'm half Portuguese, half German. My mother is from Mozambique, my dad is from Frankfurt. Here's a picture that last time I didn't show because we didn't have it. We went to the archives. And so Maurice Kraïtchik is famous for the mathematical games. It was republished by Dover in 2006 for the last time. If someone knows more about the proceeds of this book and who's receiving them, I would really like to get in touch with his estate. I would like to find out more. We do know more about Maurice Kraïtchik right now. It's a paper. It's under corrections. We have been rejected. Very good criticism. I'm very happy about it. Very sad it didn't get published. Now, this is Maurice Kraïtchik. This is a picture that we got from the Brussels archives. This is Maurice Kraïtchik's signature. He got famous because of the Mathématiques de jeu. This is the book. It's a beautiful book. You will find in it a lot of things that we have been talking about over the last few days. We'll be talking about the next 2 more. This is the Revue, the journal I'm talking about. Beautiful journal, published in the 1930s, from 1931 to 1939. World War II happened, so it stopped being published. Maurice Kraïtchik came to New York. He taught at the New School of Science. He stayed here for a little bit. He got to publish the English translation. It was informed by the journal. And what did the journal have? What's inside? Now, that's what I'm studying. It had hundreds of contributors from all over the world. So it's not locally, not only in Belgium where he was working. It came from Germany, France, Portugal. The United States, the UK, Egypt, Japan, people were contributing from all over the world. And of course, how do you get this to work? Well, you have to have some sort of publicity in it. And The Revue would put in their own publications. They would, events. Next Gathering for Gardeners is going to happen in 2 years' time. G4G Europe, 2025. But also other journals. And you will find some very interesting journals, in Italy, but of course also the American Mathematics Association of America, American Mathematics Monthly. And these people were actively contributing to this journal. It was a back and forth. I'm going over time, so I'll just talk a little bit quicker. There were some recurring columns. If you want to see some of these problems, come talk to me. Cryptorhythms, very big those times. There are some general problems, research problems. There are some pearls, poems, stuff like this. This is the solution of a problem we saw at the barbets. If you want to know what the problem it is, I'm happy to show you. There is a 3-step solution also. This is some stuff. Finally, in the spirit of continuing the conspiracy, and in the words of André Sandleg, who you might know for being a pioneer in graph theory, mathematical recreations seduce us with their voluntary playfulness. And this might actually justify the famous words of Ron Graham. Martin Gardner has turned thousands of children into mathematicians, and thousands of mathematicians into children. So please contribute to the general global conspiracy. And if you happen to be in Portugal, you're welcome to be part of the Portuguese conspiracy as well. Thank you very much.